Sierra Nevada Oriental Mountains in the distance across La Avenida Tamaulipas here in Victoria, Ciudad Victoria, Tamaulipas State, Mexico. Day 20, I'm thinking, in Mexico. And I feel this morning like I've been hit by a Mack truck. I woke up around 5:30 and thought I was getting up, and then my body established itself and said, "You're going back to bed. We're not ready." And I slept really hard for another hour and a half, I guess, and cannot wake up. Or that's probably not the right way to say it. I just feel like I've been stopped in my tracks. Like, whoa, what has been going on here? I've been in Wonderland in Mexico. So thrilled to finally be here after all the planning and all the worries about trying to get across the border with expired tags. We're here. When I finally got my divorce after 10 years of, really 10 years of trying to find my way out of it, I've also said it as 10 years of trying to make it work, but it never had a chance to work. So really what I was doing was trying to find a way to let myself go from a terrible mistake. So when I finally got out, I put a poster up in my new apartment that showed a chick, little yellow chick next to a cracked egg, looking very bewildered, saying, "Now what do I do?" Because I had really struggled to be a good married guy, done my best, and I had no idea how to be single again after 10 years. And I have no idea how to be in Mexico, but I've had no idea, especially the last 3 years since what I call woke up. I've had no idea how to live my life. I've turned it over. I turned it over and said, "Okay, Spirit, you seem to be talking to me. I'm going to do what you say." So I can blame myself this morning for killing that puppy, which I did. No question about it. It was my laxness, my negligence that killed that puppy. But also the truth is, God is the doer. It's the rock solid base of my life. God is the doer. God tells me what to do, and even when I'm not listening very good, it's a benign hand that's running this show. And much as I adored that puppy, and wonderful as he was for me and us in some ways, the morning, couple hours before he died, I said from pretty much the same spot in a video, "The hell is a 76-year-old doing with a puppy? A new baby?" It was too much. It allowed me almost no contemplative life. It was always keeping track of the pup. And I loved it, but it's not the way my life is meant to be led. I have an incredibly sweet, peaceful dog who I can trust, and I can spend time in the land of spirit. I'm used to spending the first couple hours of the day, let me just say it, being with God. That's how I live my life, especially in the morning, and then that track stays with me all day. And it's meant to be that way at least as much in Mexico. But for the first 18 days here, I've been wandering around as a babe in the woods, overwhelmed by all the newness and all the wonderfulness and all the enchantment and all the difficulties of broken down car and broken credit card and broken phone service, broken language, in my broken Spanish. So the Sabbath, I believe in the Sabbath. Our year of rambling around Appalachia, we discovered that the Appalachian people kept the Sabbath. Even those who weren't religious would spend the day with family or in the woods or not going to stores much. It wasn't a commercial day. It's a Catholic and Christian country. They keep the Sabbath here. Not all the young people are religious, but it's so steeped in spirituality and native spirituality in the mountains. Where do we go next? We think we know. I think we're going up to Los Trancones Park for 2 or 3 more days in that spectacularly charmed place. I told the one PayPal guy the other day as I was trying to push my payment through to the mechanic, still unsuccessfully. I said to him, well, I have to stick around Victoria because you PayPal folks are sending me a replacement card for my card that has the chip or the strip not working much anymore at all. And she promised me by the 7th or at least to the 14th, so I might have to stick around to the 14th. And he, who was very competent and really knew his stuff and also radiated, I'm somebody who knows my stuff. He said right up front, I'm ex-military, I'm ex-law enforcement, I make things happen. And he was that way, and I liked that. But he also may have an extra dose of the male overconfidence, speaking authoritatively when maybe we're over-speaking. Because he said, well, I don't know why she ever said that to you. We do not send replacement cards to Mexico, and we do not send replacement cards to hotels. So that's not going to happen. Well, him saying so directly and authoritatively that's not going to happen doesn't mean it's not going to happen. Because PayPal's a big system with lots of computer systems within that company. She may well be running off of some kind of server or system where she actually is going to do that, even though, as far as he knows, it's impossible. So I don't know. It sure would make things a lot easier to have a credit card that actually would swipe in a foreign country. So I'm probably going to stick around through the 7th or the 14th. And especially if we can get in the car again and get out in the mountains. There's that little park, which is stunning, but also I've been told by a couple of sources that if I go about an hour south of here, there's access to the high mountains. So that'd be amazing. So how long are we going to be in Victoria? We don't know. I started a letter last night to my friend out in Cozumel, our destination, and more it's turning out as destinations out there. So many places to explore at the end of the Yucatan Peninsula. Big resorts, little resorts. Akumal came up just now, a couple days ago. Tiny resort off the beaten path. Still touristy, but then there's all the area in between those resorts. So it still feels to me, but now it's changed quite a bit that we're talking about doing Mexico City and San Miguel, huge destinations first, because they're kind of on our route as opposed to going way out on the Yucatan. So yesterday morning I guess it was yesterday morning in a video I said, well, I think I'm going to do X today. I think whatever it was. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do X, but boy, I sure am not able to predict with any great accuracy. And sure enough, when I listened to that video last night, I went, yeah, you didn't do that. That didn't happen. So that's always the way. God, the voice for spirit says, yeah, do this today. Best as I can hear. That's what I heard. So I set about doing that, and at the end of the day, God may say, psych, I didn't really mean for you to do that. I meant for you to try to do it, because that would be good for you. That happens a lot, where God says, good, that was great. Boy, you gave it your all. You really learned a lot. No, you're not getting that. No, now do this. And meanwhile, I have the world's most spectacular dog aside from maybe yours. What a being. And we are really kind of both honestly happy to be back to our one-on-one. It's so much easier. No way I had the time. I had the intention. I had the desire to love both of them, but I didn't have the time.